So my dude's Valk here, and today we are going to be talking about Raiden Shogun and the ridiculous damage that she is able to do. So keep in mind everything is based off of current numbers, and until she is live, it can get changed, it can do anything, it can go up, down, left, right, whatever, it doesn't matter. Her damage can get changed literally in the process of me making this video and uploading it, but we're going to be basing it off of the calculations that we did in our Discord last night using the spreadsheet that the Raiden mains have made. So if I throw Raiden on this team, on a cumulative ult, she's going to hit for roughly around 500k. If we add all the damage she's going to deal in her 7 seconds together, it's going to be somewhere around 500k on this team at C3 and R2 Grass Cutter. So why is that number significant? Because that is barely less than what my C6 Eula hits. And keep in mind, Raiden is a support. So I'm sure you see a little bit of an issue. Now, Valk, how did you get these crazy numbers? How are you even anywhere near this number? And why are you saying Raiden is going to be like crazy? Why? Well, the answer is very simple actually. If you take her level 13 ult and you take the normals, you can add 90%, 93.6% to the normals, and that gives you around 180% damage on the normals. Now, if we go to Eula, we can do Eula at C1, or not C1, Eula with a crowned normal, she's at 177%. So it's around 180% for Baal's normals, around 177% for Eula's normals. My Eula normals with just Zhongli shield will hit somewhere between 14 to 16k. Let me go ahead and go over to the new Bushi we were just running from to show you guys while I sit here and talk about it more. So we can assume that the Baal normals are going to hit slightly harder. In a 7-second duration, she can do 2 normal attack streams and 1 charge attack, and I'm being told she can sneak in another normal if you're good enough. But as far as I know, it's just going to be just a little bit stronger than my Eula. Now, the crazy part comes in the fact that you factor in, you can see 15, 16k, 15k. Baal should hit slightly harder than this on normals, as long as she's in this exact team. Not like if we replace Fischl with Baal and we keep Eula in the team, if we add Sara, everything basically doubles. But if we keep this exact team, she's doing similar damage to my Eula on her normals, but doing them 3 times as fast, and also doing an initial strike that deals something like 1300% at level 13. So she is going to be cumulatively dealing as much damage as the Eula pop, the pop of her ult. If I find one more enemy, I can show you guys what I mean by the pop. Alright, now we found a volunteer, Mr. Primo Bishop. He's going to be our volunteer for this test, so I can show you guys exactly what I mean. Now, what we're going to be focusing on pretty much is only getting the max stacks, because if you don't know, Eula's ult caps out at like a 7,000% multiplier. Here we're at max stacks, you can see, so let's see how much it does. 168k non-crit. It didn't crit, so we gotta re-record. Pog. I love it when it doesn't crit while I'm doing showcase. It crits all day, every single one it crits. That it doesn't crit when I do showcases. Why? Because, man, screw you, Valk, you're recording for YouTube. Alright, now we're back, and I'm going to eat some crit food this time. I should have some ready to go. Crit rate increased by 15%. Okay, that's all we're eating, as you can tell by the buff bar. So you'll get an accurate number, but we have to make sure to crit on the pop, and whenever I record for YouTube, it likes to not crit. So as I was saying, Eula's ult is a 7,000% multiplier. And you can sit here and build up the stacks. We want to get max stacks, and hopefully we get it fairly quickly. So we can see an accurate number of the total, 386k, and he has high fizz res. He has very high fizz res right now, because he is the Primo Geovician. He is a big rock. Fizz no do good against rock. But you get an idea of exactly how hard Baal is going to hit. Cumulatively for her ult, of course. This is not, now keep in mind, the calculations we did not account for reactions, it did not count for artifact buffs outside of VV, and it did not count for weapon buffs. Eula has weapon buffs and stuff going for her right now, so by all means, by every account, it's going to take more testing whenever she gets in, but Baal cumulatively could hit harder than Eula's giant pop that everyone is terrified of. Because like I said, I didn't give Eula here. I did not give Eula her Superconduct. I didn't give her any of her Shred. I made sure to keep the Shred away. Just so you can see at what a low number of what Eula's ult looks like. That is a very low number of what Eula's ult looks like. And Baal is going to be much, much higher because she has access to Shred through Viridescent Near activation and Zhongli Shield. She ignores 60% of defense. She has virtually higher normal multipliers than Eula, which is crazy. Claymore level multipliers on a sword user that's going even faster because she has polearm attack speed. Pretty crazy stuff is going to be going down with Baal's ult, and I cannot wait to test it. Now, keep in mind, everything I showcased and talked about in this video is all preliminary testing. It is all based on numbers that we just used in a calculator. It can always change whenever it comes to live, and there's a lot of factors to go into whenever you're talking about damage. But Baal could easily outdamage Eula, depending on how she comes out. Anyways, thank you all for watching. As always, I'm all aboard the hype train. If you guys like these Baal videos or these Raiden videos, let me know in the comment section below. I love making them. Hopefully you guys are getting hyped up just as I am. Thank you all for watching as always. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.